Alright, so here today we're back with another Pokemon TCG Pocket video. You've seen the title, we've got a good one. So, we've got some great news, some really good news regarding Pocket and where it's headed from here out. We also got a bit of bad news recently about where Pocket's been. Apparently, off of a lot of analytics, Pocket has been starting to receive its biggest drops yet since its apparent launch. From day one, a normal gacha game, it slows down. That's a normal thing. It goes down. It's not going to keep the concurrent players. Yes, things change because their peak concurrent was at launch. Each set spikes. They get more players. It's the normal occurrences for gachas. Apparently with Pocket, the biggest difference was since the last major set, our last two mini sets did not give that spike back and revive the game as they originally intended it to. Ever since the launch of Ranked also, a lot of players have been sort of diving off of the game quicker and retaining much less players than ever expected. And today, I wanted to show you some of the bad news that's been coming out, the good news and everything and where we stand now with Pocket and how DNA now, because of the latest reports and analytics that we know of, now they're stepping up to give some answers and such and try to change things for the better to make it, again, a better game. Today, let's have fun. Like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. Let's get into things. Congratulations to the Legends winner on screen. Please contact me via Twitter. Comment down below Legends, be subscribed, or pick another winner directly next video. So get ready. First things first, revenue-wise, Pocket's always been a very top game. There is no doubt about it. Pocket has been taking the world by storm. They've already generated like an insane amount of money. Was it almost $1 billion for the launch? Almost 1 year. They generated an insane amount of money. There's no doubt about it. An insane amount of money. But recently, as sets have been progressing, and again, since ever the launch of Ranked, things have been changing for them, where apparently they just can't keep players playing as much as they wanted to, or as much as they needed to. For example, Pocket over here, TCG, over here, it's now dropped to 33 million concurrent revenue. Over here is 53, originally in June. Each set has sort of been slowing and slowing and slowing. And remember, this is officially now the lowest we've gotten for Pocket. With different sets and such, you would see maybe a positive gain, maybe, at least equal it out. For some reason, ever since, again, the last major set, the drops have been a bit more stronger, right? Recently, also, a lot of players have been talking about, this was also the reason for the questionnaire, making that joke, because, again, a lot of articles are coming out showing, like, DNA is a little bit more frantic in the way of, hey, they gotta try to make players stay, because for some reason, they can't get that to happen. There's something blocking them from keeping players, whether it be content, whether it be the spam of sets, whether it be the collection aspects. Something is blocking players from retaining, spending, continuing, so on and so forth, and that's their major issue. Over here, this is what the app revenue looked like. Launch month was small because it ended launched like the last day of the month. Over here, first month was huge. And then it drops, right? You're gonna get months that do better. You're gonna get months that do little, months that do better, and then your biggest drop since launch over here being right there, right? Pretty much, and so on and so forth. It's been getting less and less, right? This is 55. We talked about it. You now have, so from 55, you now have 33. Right? 55, it was 54, 4 or 53 here calculated. It's 33 now. So let's say 35, if that's, again, a 2 million difference. But you see, that's sort of what's been happening. Again, these are normal drops. It's not like it's an issue. It's not that the game's doing bad or anything. It's a normal drop. But for some reason, lately, they've been seeing it's not working out and something has to change. They've made this statement over here in their investor report. Game business, Pokemon trading card game Pocket. So here's all the good news. So, first things first, the average MAU for Q1 was approximately 39 million, with about 60% of the virtual currency consumption coming from international. Subscriptions continue to see steady demand. In-game events, new booster packs, and other updates are continuously released, providing enjoyment to a wide global audience. Current understanding and future actions. The new user acquisition remains steady. The retention rate of existing users has declined compared to the initial launch period, and maintaining MAU is priority. Over here, we recognize initiatives to improve retention rate and login frequencies, such as enhancements to the collection experience, are key objectives. Based on this understanding, planning and development for a major update are underway, targeting release within this calendar year. Further details will be announced to users later. Pretty much, what is the issue, right? They still can pick up users like there's no tomorrow. There's no doubt about that. Pocket will always be growing. The issue is, for some reason, all of a sudden, it's been getting worse and worse, keeping those players retained, keeping those players continuously playing. And remember, it's not just that. Players used to pick up the game almost a year ago when we had launch and be fine. For the first 3 months, be fine. 5 months, be fine. for some reason, past a certain point, it's been getting less and less. When I started to see, like, myself reading articles and such, past Shining Revelry, it was like a big change that occurred to the community where players just, they weren't sticking. And that's been a thing, right? Remember, like, think about it logically. What's your gameplay loop? Pop your 2 packs, log out for the day. Or pop your 2 packs, play some ranks, get crapped on, run to the same deck 7 times, log off for the day. Remember, there are a lot of issues, a lot of things here. The gameplay loop in this game was always designed to be small. They didn't need players continuously playing 24/7. They didn't want that. But for now, it's coming to a problem where they're not even playing 20 minutes of the day, or 10 minutes of the day, or 5 minutes of the day. They log in, pop their packs, move on. Remember, your Master Ball ranked is retained. They don't need to be grinding ranked. People are content with their 60, 50, 40 hourglasses. That's where the issue sort of lies with them. And yes, they are planning a major update to sort of fix this and sort of tackle the issues at hand. But again, with what they've been seeing lately, I wonder what that sort of thing is, right? What do they plan to do? What is their thing that they want to take care of the game? Where do they want to take care of this? And how do they kind of want to handle things here? But a lot of players were talking about this pretty much saying, hey, is that first off why we got the questionnaire? Is that why the questionnaire finally popped up? Because yes, they've been seeing the drop and they need to now address it. So what do players want? Now, what's the best way to find out? Ask the players. That's the best way to find out. When it came to changes and such, I think that very easily updating the collection aspect, right? Updating the trading aspect. Remember, it's Pokemon Trading Card Pocket. I definitely think that trading could have been a better sort of release, and that would have kept more players going. Remember, it's still a collection game at heart, but the features that go towards collecting aren't the best for collecting. You see what I'm trying to say here? But we had these posts over here. Hope it will be merging the pack points of all sets, with the exception of newest 2 sets, as well as allowing us to trade up to 2 stars. Over here, player sentiment and their earning numbers have shown that the game has gotten repetitive. In addition to that, the game has many FOMO events that make it feel bad as a new player to pick up the game, knowing they'll never fully complete their collection. Then, from the free-to-play perspective, it's already difficult to complete a set without trading, much less multiple sets. If you haven't been playing since release, the difficulty will only get harder as more sets release. They're probably aware of these issues, which is why they made the announcement, but I have no idea if they know how to basically plan on dealing with it, which that's also the truth, right? Will they be able to take care of stuff? Will they be able to do things and handle things? But I'm curious on what your take is. Do you agree with player sentiment right now? Do you agree that the devs are in need of change and sort of have to revamp the game to make it something? Or do you think that, no, we're in a very good area? This doesn't matter. All this stuff is bullcrap, and Pocket is going to live forever with sort of no issues, and we have no issues as of now. Right, that's the two thought processes. It's either you have issues and you can change the game, or the game is perfect as is, no changes needed, people just complain. Right, I'm curious, but as we know, stats-wise and everything-wise, the game has been sort of hitting a slope, or hitting a point where it's like, hey, I think that, and they know that change has to occur and something has to be different. But a major update is planned. Probably, I'm guessing the first anniversary is when it's planned for. It's coming to the game, fixing collection aspects, making it a major update underway, targeting the release again for this calendar year. I don't know, trying to fix basically login frequencies, improve your retention rate, and again, such as enhancements like collection experience. Those are the key objectives. So I'm very curious on if they can do it, very curious on if this is something that's possible. But I wonder, what was the issue? Where does it lie? Is it ranked? Is it just the spam of sets? That's the entire thing too. But I wanted to show this to you to tell you again, if you are getting bored or if you took a break from Pocket, you're in a good area. You're getting a major update. If you are a player who's been having a lot of fun, you're also getting a major update, so don't worry. But that's where we currently stand. What do you think? Do you agree, disagree with this topic? Or, are you excited that, the game might change for the better? Let me know down below.